World of windmills, dreams, and steady sparks of light. Model cars, giant schematics, pop culture in full flight. Sci-fi worlds he brings to life, each piece placed just so right. Step by step, a marvel grows in his hands, pure midnight. Waves, world building dreams, a vision clear as day. Every model, every scene, crafted his own way. taking a journey grand in his mind through his YouTube lair. In each frame the universe blooms, tools and time into passion drives every beat, a symphony in it is real. From classic rise to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagine taking flight, shining in the studio light. From classic rise to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagine taking flight, shining in the studio light.
We are back on Restream. Do I have sound? With this Restream, I'm telling you, everything's all over the place. I think I've got sound. I'm on the lavalier mic up here, which is crazy. See, I'm not using this one tonight because I need to make sure that this works for next week, because Mrs. Welder Wayne's going to be up here, so she's going to be all mic'd up as well. I've got these wallpapers, I think, going in some sort of alphabetical order tonight. So I did make sure that I have only got 80s movies in there, so that's cool. But you can hear me, so that's the first obstacle out the way. Second obstacle, I can still do on Restream this.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
I'm glad that works. Something works around here. I have my normal monologue when I do these streams. And this is the last stream before Christmas. So we've got the Christmas live stream next week. Then the Christmas live stream starts an hour earlier. So it's going to be 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know what that means. I think it's midday, I think, over in North Carolina way, Lou. And if you're over in LA, it's going to be early. It's going to be like 10 o'clock in the morning, perhaps 9 o'clock in the morning. 9, 10, yeah, I think it's 9 o'clock in the morning. So me and Mrs. Welder Wayne will be drinking rum and gin. And if you are going to be joining me on that west coast of America there, you're going to be morning drinkers. But don't worry, I don't judge you. We'll have to see how that goes. There is some background hum. The background hum's probably coming from this. I can put a noise suppression on, but it's this because I bought my resin printer up here. Which is pretty cool. So yeah, resin printer. So, but as long as you can hear me, that's the main thing. And I have got my wireless dongle here. You can't see it. Plugged in with USB. It's the only way I can connect it. But as long as you can hear me, that's absolutely perfect. I haven't used this. This is a Saturn 4 Ultra. I haven't used this for some time. I need to give. I'm having another go at it. I need to give Vincent his friend. So I am building Maximilian again, and let's see if I can get. He's not going to be the size of Vincent, but I'm hoping to make him sort of similar size to what Iron Man is. Perhaps even the Iron Spider. Not sure. But I did mention this to the members yesterday. I have received pack 1 of the Iron Spider, and I've already done it as well. But because it doesn't come out in this country until February, I can't release it on the channel until January. So that's why when I'm down in the workshop and you see 2 Spider-Man's heads, that's why they're there. I understand that they're starting to just do dispatches, I think, for Darth Vader. So Darth Vader's coming out as well. So got loads of news for you. So let me just continue with this news while we're at it. Obviously, we've had news from the folks over. Look, with Restream, I get all these graphics. We've had news from the folks over at Agora Models. Now, Agora Models, 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, you're going to love this. They made an announcement on Christmas Eve, and it's probably a pinnacle of my channel because I was sitting there with Mrs. Wayne and I thought to myself, you know what? Because I had no idea, seriously, I had no idea what they were going to be bringing out. So I said, I think I'm going to film myself because I think I'm going to be impressed with whatever it is, because they've been keeping it a secret for some time. Just as a recap, this is what happened. No way. No way. That's the Esprit from James Bond. That's what I saw at the Peterson Museum. These are James Bond cars. No way. We saw... These are James Bond cars. This is the Peterson Museum. I'm telling you. Don't tell me they've got the license to James Bond cars. Oh my God. No way. Oh my God. James Bond cars. It does make me laugh. I feel like Benjamin Button looking back at that. Now, that was 2 years ago, and in that time, I've lost weight and my beard's gone brown. I'm de-aging as I get older. Well, Agora Models made an announcement on Facebook today just to tease you of what's coming in 2025, and they basically put this tease up. So we've got one here, looking just like that. Whatever could it be? I don't know. And then the other one they put up was this one here, looking just like that. Now, what could it be? Now, I posted this on social media, I posted it on YouTube, I posted it everywhere, and there's two cars that people think it's going to be. They think, let's see if we're right, I don't know, I haven't got a clue, I haven't even got a clue when Agora Models are going to announce it, but a lot of people think it's the Vanquish, looking just like that. I do love the Vanquish, I have to say, but I think the main consensus is the Jaguar, that one there. I think it's the Jaguar. Just looking at that gun at the back, I'm thinking that's going to be the one. It'd be a great car to build. But that was a tease announcement from Agora Models. Of course, could be completely wrong. Some people reckon it's the boat from Moonraker. Some people think it's the Little Nelly. Who knows what it's going to be? So we'll have to see, which is all cool. Now, what else have I got? We've got the Christmas quiz next week. Now, the Christmas quiz, just so you know, I have done the quiz. It's all completed. It's 50 questions. You are at least guaranteed to get one right, because the very last question, doesn't matter what the answer is, you're going to get a point for it anyway. But I need to tell you now, and I will repeat this next week, that even though there's 50 questions, the score is out of 47. And the reason for that is because it's multiple choice and you only get 1 point for the question, question 50. Question 50, if you select A, B, C or D, you're going to get a point. So it adds A, B or whatever letter you didn't pick as a number. So even though there's 50 questions, you can only score 47 because you're only picking one answer at the end, and it won't let you pick multiple answers. So it's going to be out of 50. Looking forward to it. We've been doing a lot of preparation for it. I have got the quiz form. Now, I'm not going to put the quiz form up now because I know people are going to try and submit it straight away to see if they can get the answers. Well, this year I've locked everything down. You can't do that. So it's just like when you did the votes for what model was going to win this month, and I'll talk about that. What model wins for 2024? It won't give you any results until I press a button. So we're going to be doing that at the end. Now, we do have prizes. The top prize is going to be the Lancia 037 that I built from IXO Collections. Hopefully it's going to go to someone that really wants it. I am going to pack it as best I can, but there is a disclaimer: if it gets broke, it gets broke. But I will pack it as best I possibly can. And we're going to have a £50 Amazon voucher, and Ian over at Park Work Upgrades is kindly going to be putting a prize of a £50 Amazon voucher as well. So there's going to be 3 prizes up for grabs next week. So I look forward to seeing all of you then who can come. We're going to have some guests coming as well. It's going to be an absolutely great time. Now, talking about voting for your model of 2024, here's the link for it. And now that link should have gone into chat as well, I believe. I think. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it has. If you scan that, Okay, all you got to do is put your email in, pick three models, and that's it. Okay, you won't get any idea what models are winning at the moment, but I can tell you with over 300 votes so far, the top three, there's only 10 votes in it between them. Okay, so and it's nothing that I thought it would be. I really thought it would be a model, and it's completely different. So you'll have to submit your vote if you haven't done so already. It will only let you do it once, so you won't be able to submit it again. But yeah, 3 models, and that's pretty much every model that I've done in 2024, whether I've finished or I've started. The only 2 models you won't see on there is the Iron Spider and Darth Vader, because I'm starting them too late in the month. So every other model, I believe, is in there. But yeah, by all means, make sure you get that vote in, because we're going to be drawing it on Thursday. We're drawing it. I'm going to be showing you what the results are, and whoever wins is going to get a trophy, and that trophy, what you see in the picture there, is the exact trophy they're going to get. And I'm going to make that a yearly thing, I think. So it's going to be a good thing to do, that one. What else is there? We've had news from Hachette Partworks. There's the folks over at Hachette Partworks. See, I love these graphics. Obviously, Build the Dalek. Now, that comes out in the UK on January the 8th, but they are going to be doing a soft launch, I believe, on the 16th of December, which means it goes live on the website on the 16th of December. And as I said to you years and years ago, or months ago, you're probably going to start seeing advertisements and stuff on TV for it and stuff as well. But I believe it's actually out, and I think it might be in the shops on the 8th of January. You'd have to check. But you folks in the USA, you got a better deal than the UK, because you got a competition where you can actually win a Dalek subscription. This is only for folks in the USA, unfortunately. But if you scan that, there is a chance that if you get drawn, you can win the whole subscription. So you wouldn't have to pay for it, and you'll get your own half-size Dalek. So that's coming as well, which is pretty cool. I'm just looking down my list. Have I done everything now? I believe that's almost everything. Obviously, I've been doing my Star Trek ships. We did get the is that the UK one? We did get the Titan, which is just hiding in there. See, all of it, Marvel movie collection figurines, Marvel Museum collection, and then over here I've got the Star Trek collection as well. And look at this, I've actually got all the codes for it there, you see. So that's the Marvel movie replica. If you want to know where I'm getting them from, they are really coming into their own at the moment. The Star Trek Starships, if you're in the US, is that one, and if you're in the UK, it's that one. So that's that as well. And then the last thing I want to show you, and this has got nothing to do with model building at all, okay, so please just bear with me for like 45 seconds. A couple of weeks ago, as you know, I've had apart from there's been highlights this year. Wonderfest has been an absolute brilliant memory for me. Going to New York Comic Con's been brilliant, and obviously doing the couple of trips to Barcelona, absolutely brilliant. And then to top it off, icing on the cake is obviously Lou and Phil coming over from America and going to Port Merion and Telford and meeting loads of people. It's been absolutely great, and it's going to be a culmination of that next week. Obviously we're doing the live stream, but as you know, unfortunately in June this year I lost my mum, so it's been a pretty balanced year, and it hit sadder for me because my daughter got married 2 weeks ago, and she really wanted my mum to be there, and her nan wasn't there, but she did have a picture of my mum on a bouquet of flowers. Well, we've just received a trial video, which is about, I don't know, 50 seconds long, which I want to show you now. Now, I've had to remove the music because they use Taylor Swift, and I've changed the music for it. But this is one of the most amazing wedding videos I think I've ever seen, as in just a trailer for it, if you like. So I'm going to show you that now. It's by a company called CG Media Weddings, and there's the link for it there. I'm not affiliated with these at all. As a matter of fact, they don't have a clue that I'm doing this tonight. But if you've got anyone that's doing weddings, I'm telling you, you wait to see this. Check this out. I've got to click on that, and I'm going to show you this.
Under the stars, we stand so clear. Your hand in mine, there's nothing to fear. Our hearts will dance through life so bright. Two souls entwined forever tonight. whispers of love in the midnight air. Promises made without a care. Together we'll face what's yet to come. With you, my love, I'm always home. Eternal love forevermore. Through every storm, we'll find the shore.
See, the reason I've showed you that is because I can only strive to do that sort of video editing and videography. Oh my God. It just makes me, there's me with my Adobe Premiere just doing my jump cuts and stuff like that when I'm doing these builds, and then you see something like that, and that's just a trailer. I can't wait to see the whole video when that comes through. But that's everything I think that's going on. I don't think I've forgotten everything. Oh, and the only other thing is the Hachette Parkworks Lancaster. I did put this on social media as well. Now, obviously, with the Lancaster Bomber, we did have a problem with the undercarriage, and they are going to be providing more hinges. Well, everyone that I know has been posted on social media saying that there's been a problem with the engine as well. The motor might not be strong enough and it's not turning the propeller and all of that. Well, for the third engine, they're doing a change to the build order, and they're going to be changing the instructions as well. And I noticed this when I did the second engine, that if you were to the little where the bearing is at the front, that's the first thing you fit. You put the bearing in an enclosure. If you leave that bit till last, so you can put the bearing in but don't seal that enclosure up, your engine will work, trust me. And it's actually putting that bit on last will actually change that. But you'll see that when we do the third engine. I did pick up stage 47 today, but there's not much to do in it, so that's that. But I will now finish my monologue with a lengthy discussion. But let's try and pick this up. So I can highlight messages again now. It's slightly different to how I had it before, because that's where I used to look here for messages, but now I've got to look all over here, so it might look like I'm completely looking in a complete opposite direction. Oh, by the way, I've changed the room around. Vincent's moved. The Ecto 1's up here now. I've got a guitar just behind here, just so you know, an electric guitar. But lava lamp's still there, but ET's spaceship's still up here now. I brought up the Amstrad PCC 512. I've actually got 2 Voda Zap pages coming, so which is pretty cool. And I've moved the Stingray over, as you can see, so pretty cool. Milan, you did a bit of wiring on a guy's boat last week as a favour for him because his light stopped working. I fixed it and he gave 2 40-year-old bottles of whiskey. Oh my God, good luck with that. Good afternoon, IF. Thought you would have an Xmas jumper on, Wayne. No, that's for next week. I need to save them up because I'm planning to be wearing them all week. I really want to have an Agora Models week next week, just so you know. I want to finish the DB5 next week, and I have got 3 packs of the Ferrari 250 GT to do, and I still got to do pack 21 of the Titanic. So, and there's a lot to do in the Titanic because we are piecing the decks together. Loads to do. So, a wireless 3D printer, yeah, it's just out of sight, you see. So that's not 80s. Actually, it transitions. As you can see, look. So it's 80s. Well, it starts from like 79, and as you go round, it goes 80s, 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 and then it goes into like 90s, and then, you know, future. As you go out the door, you're completely in the future, big time. Jonathan Hay, oh, I'm glad you're here. Jonathan Hay has sent me a Christmas gift already. Jonathan, I don't know if I was meant to open this or not now, but talking about the 80s theme, he's got me a game that me and Esther can play while we're in Scotland, definitely. I'll probably play it with you guys as well on chat, but check this out. I've got the Blockbuster game. This looks wicked. So it does look like the old Amrace that we used to do for Blockbusters. Not so much there, but definitely there. But it's 12 plus, so that's probably completely above my age. But we're going to have some fun with that. John, thank you so much for this. I did receive it, but I did want to show on stream as well. John, if you don't know, is the guy that keeps sending me all the Gundam models, which I really want to get onto in 2025 and do some of those builds on the channel as well. So John, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Phil, how's it going? Just wondering when you're going to get back to the Lancaster. Well, I've just done 4 stages, 4 packs, Phil, quite recently, last week actually. So, and believe me, in issue 47 and 48, there's hardly anything to do. So I'm going to wait till I get a few up together. Otherwise, we're going to have a lightning round video like we did yesterday with the Ford Falcon. Oh, that was crazy. Will's Workshop. You're going to get pack 1 of the Iron Spider, but won't do the rest. Just want the head for my son's PC case. It's a brilliant model though, Will's Workshop. Oh, by the way, the other thing we did is on Sunday, me and Ian and Mrs. Parkwork Upgrades and Mrs. World Away, and we all had breakfast together at Gates. Brilliant time, absolutely brilliant time. And Ian picked up a Millennium Falcon lamp, which I missed. But thank you for that, Ian. I appreciate that. It's great seeing you before Christmas. You know, that's a tradition now. It's a Christmas tradition. We've done it 2 years in a row, so we have to keep doing it every year now. I know all about the brown beard. Yeah, I'm de-aging myself. Hi, Bergdis. How's it going? You're almost certain it's the XKR. I think it is as well. It'd be great, definitely. That grill is the bonnet grill for the Vanquish, guaranteed. Guys, see, there is a split opinion there. Who knows? Look, everyone thinks it's both. Yeah, could be. Perhaps it could be. Perhaps they put 2 up because, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. They do. Agora models are very good at keeping secrets. I'm telling you that now. And if I go and visit them, and I give notice that I'm visiting them, apparently they strategically put things in cupboards and put blankets over things. Jacob, if it's the Jag, you're going to sell your kidney. Do not take me seriously. No, I probably would. The Vanquish is dubbed the Vanish due to the camouflage capability into the field. I think that was a bit jumping the shark. He kind of disappear. I know Bond gadgets are far-fetched, but having a disappearing car, I don't know. I think that might have just been one gadget a bit too many, I think. All cool. Is it free? The Christmas quiz is completely free, if that's what you're on about. Well, it's the 4th year we've done it. Completely free. You don't have to enter either. Just play along on the thing and for fun. It's going to be fun. 50 questions. Mrs. World Away did a trial run to make sure my answers were correct, and she scored 20. So there is. I'll tell you now. There's 10 questions that I'm doing. There's 10 music questions with 5-second clips, so I can get under the fair use policy of music. So there's 10 of those, and then there's 30 other questions which we will see about. I'm not going to tell you too much until tonight, so it's all cool. You voted to give the losing models a boost. I'll tell you what, Chris, you would never believe in a million years what's winning at the moment. So we've got one model, I think, winning by only 5 votes, but then between 2nd and 3rd there's another 5 votes. There's 10 in between them, so it's crazy. Russ from Grantham. We got Russ from Grantham. Russ, do you know Christian from Grantham? Hashtag sent out the undercarriage fit. No, they haven't sent it out yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a few weeks, because I think they've got to make that hinge. I'm guessing if it's not in the next pack, so that's the next 4, it probably might be in the pack after. So expect to see it in the next couple of packs, I guess. So definitely probably, or it might be when we're actually doing the 2nd undercarriage, and they'll give us ones to replace the 1st. So we'll have to see. Love that you build these models. I love building these models too, Philip and friends. Absolutely great. I really do enjoy myself doing this. I don't enjoy doing the models that take all day, so because it's not well, actually I'm lying to you. I enjoy doing the models that take all day. I don't enjoy editing the ones that take all day. But there you go. Hi John, how's it going? You just voted. Thank you for everyone who's just voted now. I said I'm trying to get in as many votes as I possibly can before next Thursday. I'm going to be closing it down Thursday morning to be drawn on the Thursday night. And what we'll do is I'll show you the bar charts to show how close it is. One bit of good news is that every model you see on that list. So where are we? Let me just put that back up again. Hang on a second. So every model on this list here, when you scan that, has got at least 1 vote. Every single model. One model didn't, but someone voted for it. Probably you, Chris, actually voting for the models that aren't getting the love. But every single model has had at least 1 vote, so that's a good sign as well. Okay, let's. I'm going to take that off the screen again. Let's go to the chat. Can you put the link to the vote? Oh, I've just done it, Sheldon Martin. So there you go. Nick Barmer helped me out from the last stream as well. You remember I was talking about the Lord of the Rings box set tapes, which I've got down there? He had the Hobbit dramatization, which you delivered. Thank you so much for that. You're absolutely right. I was upstairs, Nick. They fixed the waste pipe and they needed to put a plasterboard fascia over it, which they didn't do. They sent a chippy out rather than a plasterer. So the chippy's put some wood there for now. I'm guessing it's probably going to be fixed after Christmas now. We'll have to see. But thank you for that, Nick. That's going to be part of my Christmas tradition regime. I always listen or read Lord of the Rings every Christmas. It's just a thing I do. But having the advantage now of doing The Hobbit as well, I appreciate that. So thank you, Nick. So many cool models to do from the list. Yeah, believe it or not, I didn't realise the Mura. We finished the Mura very early in the year. So that was in there as well. I thought that was a little bit older. But nope, I checked it. Anyone still waiting for pack 14 and pack 15 of the Fanhome Millennium Falcon? I hope they don't bill me for both packs at the same time. Anthony, what I've done on the channel, people might have noticed this, that I haven't done any of the Falcon, the Enterprise. I've been doing the Enterprise Redux on the members channel, and the DeLorean, and the reason being is because there's so many problems in America at the moment with people getting their deliveries, and I know they're starting to creep through now. I don't really want to continue it while people aren't getting their stock, because I do think that's a kick in the teeth. Now I'm struggling for stock as well, but because it's been so long since I've had any, I do have packs of them still here from pack, I don't know, 6 or 7 going onwards. So I am just holding off on those just for a little bit, and I'll get back to them in the new year. So if anyone's wondering about that, that's that. Yeah, I'm not crying, you're crying. It was great. I was crying, man. You saw me walk through the door and just seeing my daughter dressed up like that, and then when I hugged her, it's like, and I know they're taking a picture, but what do? You can't just say no. Oh, it was a moment. I had a moment. It was great day. Scrub Up Wellway, thank you very much. It was a great day, absolutely great day. Also, Ray, such a great video. Very proud dad. Charlotte looks stunning. Excellent. That was Rutland Water. That's where me and Mrs. Rhoda Wayne got married, at Rutland Water as well. But we got married in the church on the lake there. If you've ever seen the film Starfish, look at the poster and you'll see it on the poster. That's where we got married. But Charlotte got married opposite the church, which is probably the best place to get married, thinking about it. There's always been this argument with Petra. You know Petra from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where they go in to do all the tasks at the end? Would you rather live in Petra and look at all the nasty caves outside, or would you rather live in a nasty cave and look at that lovely frontage of Petra? See? So by having their wedding in the hotel, they got to see the church. But while we were in the church, even though it was lovely there, well, we didn't really see much looking out. Crazy stuff. Thank you, Steve. We're all crying. Sweating guys. That videography was absolutely brilliant. Who's the guy doubling for you, Wayne? Yeah, tell me about it. You see what I mean? I actually fit into my wedding suit, so that was good. I really am doing good to not keep the weight back on, because I'm not actively dieting now. So I am on sugar-free drinks now. I don't really drink much sugar, and I am watching the carb intake at the moment. But I'm not actively dieting now. I've just got to keep a stable weight. So, and I haven't put any weight on as well, which is a good thing. So you want to get them to edit your videos? Yeah, can you imagine that? Can you imagine having beauty shots on the videos? Like, that's what I should do. I say, this is an odd request. I've finished this model. Can you do a beauty shot for me? I've got no idea how much you paid for it. So that'd be the next question I ask. I'm guessing it wasn't cheap, because I believe that I think it's a husband and wife team. And I think the guy did the videography, but I believe his wife was the photographer. So amazing though. Very good. You're still using DaVinci Resolve. But I'm going to make the effort to try Premiere Pro. I used to use Cyberlink Power DVD, and then from there, I mean, they all pretty much work exactly the same way. Windows Media Movie Maker, but I think if you mastered DaVinci Resolve, you should be able to handle Premiere Pro, no problems. Released a new build to the channel today, a new 1/8 scale vehicle. Did you? I haven't seen that. Well, what have you released? What's coming on the channel, Will's Workshop? Please feel free to put it in chat. I don't know. You asked my wife what she wants for Christmas. She said a divorce. I told her, do you think I'm made of money? Pick something cheaper. Still locked in the loft. The ransom's not paid yet. I get peace up here. Remember, this is a 3-story house, so while I'm upstairs, don't hear anything. And talking about, like, I bought the resin printer up here now. Talk about well ventilated. Look, this skylight is completely open, and I've got this lovely circulation of air in here. It's brilliant. And I'm actually using, I've got it down here, this is on Ian from Parkwork Upgrades advice. I'm using water washable resin. I've never used it before, and it pretty much looks similar, the finish, to normal resin, but the only difference is people are saying it's slightly more brittle. And I've been watching loads of YouTube videos and people are throwing their models around and surprised that they're breaking. It's like, I can understand durability, but why would you want to throw models around? So I don't understand. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm printing Maximilian at the moment, so we'll have to see how that goes. You think the blockbuster light should go in the center above the screen? Up here? That's probably a good idea, Lou. You'll be pleased to know none of these, Mrs. World of Wayne won't let me drill into walls, so all of these have got what they call command strips on. So I can move that, Lou. I can move that up there if you think that's going to look better up there. I think you're right, actually. I think you're absolutely right. Chris Hurst, look, your Fang Doc, look, your Robocop's there at the moment. Stuttering, yes, probably. I can't stop any of that tonight. Any stuttering, any skipped frames, any pixelation, I can't stop any of that because I'm on a web-based browser, unfortunately. So there you go. Yeah, poured a double to watch this with. It's very nice. Well, I should have had the rum tonight. Just Lou, just in case you want to know, I've got 2 fingers left of Dead Man's Fingers vanilla. That's all we've got left. You're right, that's probably one of my favourite ones. I still like that Kraken coffee, I have to say, but if it wasn't for the really insanely expensive rum that we got, that Dead Man's Fingers. Oh, and the pineapple one I liked as well. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning. McLaren Man 075 Heath Tompkins. Good morning, Wayne. Recently joined your Patreon and can't wait to see the members only builds. Well, if you're on the Patreon, I mean, I've been on Patreon now for 3-4 years. You've got a lot of videos to watch, but you can go back and watch them all on there. I said we've got the finish of the, what have we got on Patreon? We did the, I've started doing the Lotus 97T on there. We've got the full build for the Lancia on there. I believe we've got the completed Alpine on there. You've got the Redux for the Enterprise where I'm actually doing resin windows and stuff. There's plenty on my Patreon channel. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I've got a link to my Patreon channel. Normally I have this sort of thing, but I don't think I have. I don't have a link to my Patreon. But there you go. The link to my Patreon is on my link tree. So you'll be able to find it there. As a matter of fact, why haven't I got my link tree on here? Ah, schoolboy error, Wayne. Schoolboy error. Okay. Let me go back to chat. Are you building the Millennium Falcon for Fanhome? I am building the Millennium Falcon, but I haven't built it for a while, Colin. I will start that again in the new year, just so you know. I think I'm at the stage where I'm starting to build the ramp now. I'm starting to build the ramp. I've done the frame for the bottom, but I haven't actually attached any plates yet. So that's where I am. Mike Hipperson, thank you so much. You must be so proud of your daughter's wedding. I sincerely hope she and Tom have a great life together. The vid made this 75-year-old man tear up a bit. Oh, bless me, Mike. I was like that. I was emotional all day. Trust me. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne will tell you. I'm quite an emotional guy sometimes. But I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. This year's Christmas will be very special. The doctors are giving our mum 4 to 6 months to live in, so we could very well be the last Christmas with our mum. Make the most of it then, Marcus. And take moments. If you want any advice, take moments. That's you know, don't rush things. It's probably the age in me, but you know, going to Disney World and stuff now and visiting all this stuff would be great, but nothing's better for me than just sitting on a bench for a good like 15 to 20 minutes and just watching the world and watching things. I don't know why. That's the age creeping up on me, and I like to take moments. That's what that's my new Year's resolution, if you like. Take more moments. Today this year, as I've mentioned earlier, I've had some lovely moments. I said going to Wonderfest with Keith from Cosmic Scale Models, the guys coming over and going to Port Mary, and there's been moments all year. My daughter getting married, great. Hi Gaz, how's it going? Merry Christmas, Sunny Corby. It's raining, Gaz. Look out the window and it's cold. John, I can open that game at any time, and I'm going for more kits tomorrow. I'm going to show you the part. I've got a stash myself now. John, you've made me a stash. For Christmas, John's got me a stash of Gundam models. I'm going to be at the stage where I don't know what to build first. I've got my eye on which one I want to build first anyway at the moment, so... You'll be growing your hair back next. Yeah, I should do. I mean, to be honest with you, if I let my hair grow, I could probably have the Picard look. I don't know, take my glasses off and lose the beard. Engage. Oh, bless. The XKR and Vanquish had a shootout on a frozen lake many hours east of me and die another day. Really? Was that in Iceland? I had no idea, Bergdus. Wow. I do think that XKR, I do think that's the one coming out. But, well, I'm sure we're going to find out soon. But as I said, I don't know when Agora Models are going to announce it. We'll find out definitely. You'll definitely lose thanks to the music questions on Christmas quiz, but if questions are about soundtracks you might get lucky. All the music questions are about movies or TV themes, just so you know. So there's 10 questions about movies or TV themes. So and some of them are really dead easy. I've made sure I've put some easy ones in this time. I wouldn't be surprised if some people get like 47 out of 47, which is even, I know it's going to confuse you, even though there's 50 questions out of 47. But there is one question which I warn you now where you're not going to know the answer. No one is going to know the answer, and you've just got to randomly pick A, B, C or D, and it's the luck of the draw. You'll see what I mean next week. Rearranging the workshop. That's the second time you've done that. Haven't you done that before I come to visit, or just after I visited? It was my last day of my job today, so plenty of time to play in the workshop. Currently lasering everything in sight, including teaspoons. Oh my God, you enjoying that laser machine then? It does not make a smell when you're burning wood, doesn't it? You definitely need to have a well-vented area. The guy who designed the Jag, Carl, he died another day, gave me some prints when he bought a car from Sandycliff Ford, Leicester. Wow, is that where you work? You work at Sandycliff Ford in Leicester? No way, Carl. I didn't used to work for them, but I used to work for a company called Interactive Marketing, and I used to book in people's services and MOTs for Sandycliff. I don't know if it was the Leicester one, but I'm sure it was Sandycliff Ford. I'm positive it is, because they outsource the calls. That's where, and you're only down the road, Carl. That's only like 40 minutes from me. Millard, you voted yesterday. Thank you for that. Your favourite model is ET for sure. Well, until the Dalek comes out. That Dalek looks good. Looking at the pictures of how big it is, it's way bigger than R2-D2, which Daleks are going to be. Not quite sure where that's going to go. Have to figure it out. It does a lot more than R2 apparently, so looks good. What's a chippy? Chippy's a carpenter. A carpenter, Steve. You Americans, you don't know what a chippy is? we call carpenters chippies over here. There you go, look, a chippy is a carpenter. They sent a fish and chip shop. Oh, it's my that should have been a question on the quiz. My Cockney rhyme. Funny enough, there might be a Cockney rhyming slang question on the quiz. Hint, hint. So you want to start swatting up on Cockney rhyming slang, like a chip shop. Oh my God, look, I've started a debate. With a chippy. What's a chippy? Where you get fish and chips. Yeah, they sent a fish and chip store owner to my house to fix my wall. Oh, that's funny. Hi Helder, how's it going? Helder, we're up your way. Can you believe it? Right, a week Monday, we're going to be up in the Highlands. We're not going to be as far as Oban, but we are going to be in Callander again, just at the start of the Highlands. So we're up your way, and we're there for the whole of Christmas, which is going to be cool. Yes, what's going on with Canada Post? They're all on strike. No end in sight. So what happens there? Because like, while they're not delivering post, I'm guessing it's just building up and up and up and up. So are they going to draft extra people in to clear that backlog when the strike's all finished? If the strike gets finished? That's just crazy. But I did see a post from Parkwork Upgrades about that. They can't post anything to Canada at the moment for that reason. You cry every time you watch your wedding video, so I then watch it in reverse to cheer me up. Very good. We have 6 boats in our winter convoy now, and we finally reached Yorkshire. You're all the way in Yorkshire? Oh, right, because it only goes up a certain amount, the canal system, doesn't it, in the country? I don't know how far north it actually goes, but it doesn't go all the way up Newcastle way, does it? I think it's Yorkshire. Is that as high as it goes? Mrs. Welder-Wayne, there you go. Look, she wouldn't change a thing about our wedding day, apart from, you know, the hurricane. But she likes the fact that we had a hurricane. The weather was god awful for our wedding, and it did make it a little bit more memorable. Hopefully you can call yourself grandpa. Well, you know what? Every time Charlotte comes around, I keep going like this. Tick tock, tick tock. Remember, my son's moved out as well, hence why I'm in this room. So, never know. The odds are forever in my favour now. Oh, bless. John Farron. How's it going, John? Many years ago, I got a copy of Lord of the Rings. My boss asked what I was reading. I told him. He took it from me, put it in his drawer, and handed me a copy of The Hobbit. Read this first. Well, he should have gave you the Silmarillion then. Read that first, or The Adventures of Tom Bombadil. I've got all of those. As a matter of fact, I've got Beren and Luthien in there as well. Actually, all of those are predating The Hobbit, so good books. I do like Tolkien. I'm a big Tolkien fan. A silly big Tolkien fan. I need to put my Anduril sword somewhere, but I don't think it can go up here. But I think after the stream, Lou, you've got me now. I'm definitely going to move that Blockbuster sign just there. So the next time you see it, it's going to be there. It does make me think there should be something there as well, though. Some sort of light up sign. Don't know. I mean, these are only powered by USB, so it's not a problem with power ports or anything like that. Oh, it's the Revel 1.8 Trans Am. Ah, that's the one. You're starting that. That's going to be good. Oh, you got your quiet space. It's called My Caravan Up the Yard. Renosian, I haven't seen you for a while. How the devil are you? I've been very good, thank you. Very good. Looking forward to Christmas now. We're doing the wind down for Christmas. The Hobbit is only a week's reading. You can do The Hobbit in a day if you're good. Or a couple of days. I can normally get through a Jack Reacher book in a couple of days. The last Jack Reacher book, not the one that's just come out, the one I'm reading at the moment is In Too Deep. That's good. The one that came out last year, The Secret, I thought it was terrible. It's probably one of the only Jack Reacher books I really didn't like reading. But I do like a bit of Jack Reacher as well. I stopped a shoplifter dressed as the Grinch today. It was okay. It's surreal. Why were they dressed as the Grinch? In disguise, were they? That's not a bad idea, actually. If you're going to do, I can't condone shoplifting. What am I talking about? Water washable is fine. Just cure it the same, and it's just as good. Saves cost on IPA, but increases price on resin slightly. Well, I mean, I bought this Elegoo water washable ceramic grey for $16.99, Ian, which I thought was pretty good on Amazon. Will's got the 1.8 Trans Am as well. Got the Steve W. Morgan's got the 1.8 Trans Am as well. Got the correct hood decal sent from the USA. Just need the front grille conversion before starting it. It looked good from what Will showed me at Telford. Just so you know, Wayne has a sackload of rum in his house. Yeah, I've got a lot of rum. Hence why we're going to have a rum. You remember that rum tasting that we did when Lou and Phil were here? It's going to be a continuation of that, I'm guessing. And don't be surprised if I've already made a start before the stream starts. We'll have to see. Remember, it may be midday your time. It may even be 9 AM your time. But in our time, it's 8 PM and it's definitely rum hour. Or rum couple of hours. You've now moved. You're very close to the German border. Around 2 to 3 kilometers. Wow. Has Wayne been booted from the shed? No, this is where I live stream now. So I still do the booms. I still do the builds in the workshop. But any live stream that I do now, I do up here. I've got a ZX Spectrum, Retro Spectrum coming. Now, I do have a ZX Spectrum here. It'd be interesting, actually, to show you what the Retro Spectrum, which just come out, and the original my original 48K Spectrum from 40 years ago, how they look together. They are slightly different, but I'm aiming to do some game streaming on Twitch. Retro game streaming. So that's right, I'm going to be playing Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy, Everyone's a Wally, Finders Keepers, School Days, Back to School. I can roll these games off. Match Day. I'm going to be playing them all on Twitch. Because, believe it or not, there's a retro scene on Twitch. People like retro. Crazy stuff. Wiggly Piggly Gaming. How the devil are you? A lot of new names tonight. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Oh look, there's me talking about Patreon, and where's the link? The Stream Elements bot has stuck it in for us. There you go, there's my Patreon link. Yes, Steve's lost his mum. You lost your mum about a month after mine, didn't you? July, yeah. Christmas just doesn't seem the same this year without her. Enjoy the time with her. Definitely the same, Steve. I was actually talking to Mrs. World Away about that this morning. So, there you go. If it gets tough though, Steve, you know you can call me. You know that, don't you? Thank you, Wayne. Yes, we are children. We make this Christmas special. Oh, no, that's good. Definitely. Watching the world is one of the best things about travelling around the narrowboat. Yeah, no, definitely. Watching the world is definitely my go-to at the moment. Rachel, we're happy that you have Labyrinth on the TV. She still talks about the fact she has met Toby, the baby, and his parents have watched Labyrinth with him. His parents don't live far from us. I think that's crazy. Well, I've had to bring up the worm. Look, the worm is there. Why is that green? I have to figure that one out as well in a minute. There's a green light in there. I think if I push it, that's going to be fine. Because it's driving the dogs crazy. It's got some sort of blue feathers on it. But the dogs are trying to eat it. So I brought it up here now. So that worm's here. Chris, you're knocking down your old shed in the front garden. Is that the one we went in? What's wrong with that shed? That was brilliant. To rebuild a bigger one. Wow. Should be open in July 2025, but needs a sled to the opening. I would be honoured, Chris Hurst, to come down there. You know what? Me and Mrs. Rodaway were talking about going back to Holywell Bay again, but just not with the kids, taking the dogs. So there might be a chance you will be seeing us again. And there we go. Look, she's just echoed what I just said there. I'm doing brilliant, Ramon. Thank you very much. Royal Mail will not allow anyone. Oh, Royal Mail won't let you send it either. Wow. That's crazy. Fish and chips, one of the national favourite dishes. You know, I hear the UK's national dish is now curry, which is not surprising me, the amount of curries we eat in this house. But I haven't had fish and chips for a long time. Even though I've got a fish and chip shop down the road. Pretty crazy. Did you get to see the last black hole video I sent to you? I did. That's 3 parts you've sent now, Jason, yeah? So I've watched all 3 parts of that at the moment. But obviously we've got Maximilian printing there now. Round 2 models are re-releasing the Vincent, the Bob and the Cygnus. The Cygnus I'm definitely interested in. The original Cygnus they brought out did have a missing piece in it, which they've now built or made. Not quite sure when that comes out in 2025, so I will be getting hold of that. So, and I'm sure Cult TV Man's going to have that, Lou, right? Because I'll be putting a pre-order in for it. Yeah, you'll keep me posted on the finish date, because pasties and spits we get to eat and drink afterwards. Yeah, I'll try and come afternoon time when it's dinner time so I can eat the whole thing. The Royal Mail Heathrow is swamped already. That's crazy. Canada Post is already losing a lot of business to other people like Amazon or couriers. They won't help their case. Nah, that's not good. Ben, over on Facebook. I forgot I'm on Facebook again with this restream. I can go on Facebook. I'm very good, thank you, Ben. Welcome to all the people over on Facebook, actually. If you are new to the stream, we do this every Thursday. Every Wednesday on a members stream, we do a build. But Thursday, we just talk about anything and everything. Normally, it's nothing about models. It's everything completely random to models. But, or movies, or TV, or anything that anyone brings up. Pretty much, the community steers the chat. So I just talk with them. I need another World Away neon sign. What, for in here? Yeah, I think so, definitely. It'd have to be small though. It'd have to be small, because remember that telly's 50 inches, so it goes down. I don't know. It's going to be 20, 40. I think 60 centimeters is probably the maximum I could get in there for another neon. You read Dune instead of Lord of the Rings. The Frank Herbert Dune, I couldn't get into that book at all. So it wasn't for the fact in the 80s that I watched the old what's his little name? McLaughlin guy, Carl McLaughlin, Dune with Sting, that I kind of knew what the story was. So obviously watching the new one, I already had a head start on what was going to happen. You have to get on the river to go to Newcastle. Ah, right, okay, but we can join more northern canals from the Manchester Shipping Canal. Oh, okay. I've heard river on a canal boat can be quite scary, is that right? I do watch a couple of narrowboat channels on YouTube, like the Narrowing the Cut. And what's the other guy? The gentleman guy. I can't remember what his name. Can't remember his name. I do watch a couple of them. Posters can be mounted on beveled ceilings. Do you reckon that's what I need? I need posters on the ceilings now. You're probably right, actually, Dylan, you know. Did I get the YouTube link for Dan Monroe and his Jaws video this Saturday coming? Yes, I did. But that's only a because that's, what do they call it? A pre-notification for a video that's coming. So yes, I did get that. Thank you, Jason. I have watched both series of Reacher, and I believe the third series starts in, is it January, February? Oh, it's early next year. And there we go, because I have seen the trailer. Wait, you bought 2 of them units. Are the lights already fitted, or do I need to fit them? You fit them, but they're basically just a strip light. So it's a strip that goes along here, and there's 3 of them, and then they just plug into sort of like a multi-plug at the back. So they are good. And I said they do change colour, so like I can have them like red. I can have them green. Oh, green's nice. I can have the white. White's nice as well. I prefer blue at the moment. Actually, white. Don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. You had to step away, so I don't know if this has been covered. Amusingly, chippy is an American gangster slang for a casual girlfriend. Really? Wow. It is funny when we do find out these differences between what I say and what the Americans say. Aluminum and aluminium. But when it comes to words like chippy, well, I mean, we always choose chippy. We've got to need a chippy in to do some woodwork for us. But yeah, carpenter, I mean. Rum party at Wayne's, yeah. You know what? I could probably get away with a rum party at the moment, Sean. I've got so much rum here. You stopped a shoplifter years ago. I saw them running out of B&M, so I hid behind my car and punched and grabbed that stash off them. They go away and then get up, go away. Oh my God, you get in trouble for that now, Ian. That's why they don't get apprehended. I remember at PC World we were just told to let them go, and that really annoyed me. Because I'm thinking, you know, I'm working hard here, and the people just come in and take what they want. It's not fair. Oh, he punched, he bounced. Punch sounds better, Ian. Yeah, I know there's ads tonight. I haven't stopped it. I don't think there's a way to stop it tonight because I'm not using YouTube Studio. I'm using Restream, so I need to make sure I correct that next week for the quiz. So I need to look at that. You tend only to read in the evening. We have moored up, and then only if we have the lights on. If we're saving battery power, we use gas lanterns, which aren't bright enough to read by. Oh, I understand that. Last year I was a ferocious reader. I haven't read as much this year, mainly Jack Reachers. Jack Reachers and Mrs. Rhoda Wayne used to read a lot of Eddie Griffin. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne loves murder mysteries, which worries me big time because, you know, if she ever needs a way to kill me, she knows hundreds now. and hide it so that so it can't be found. But you know, that's Mrs. Rhoda Wayne. You did, yeah, I remember that, Chris, as well. Used to love Night Law. Yeah, Night Law was the guy from Sabrewolf, wasn't it? He was in Night Law as well. Sabrewolf's a great game. But those 3D games, Batman was one of them as well. Sweevo's World was another kind. I do like those sort of games. Your workshop is turning into a warehouse like the one in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Are you able to still find your models though, Bergdis? You built a modern ZX81. Same process, just modern stuff for everything else, including a mechanical keyboard and 32K of RAMs. I bet that looks cool. Wouldn't it be cool if you could actually shrink down a PC and put it inside a ZX Spectrum case? Which is what I think they've pretty much done with the Retro Spectrum. But I'm talking about a really powerful PC. So you'd need to have something like a +2, a Spectrum +2 or +3 case, so you can get a graphics card in there, but make it a powerful PC. That could be interesting. Your family's going, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. Surprised you get a Spectrum next, Wayne. Great bit of kit. Yeah, I've got a Spectrum for Christmas. Well, I've got the Retro Spectrum for Christmas, the new one. But look, there. Can you see that there? That's my original 48K. Let me show you, 1 second. Let's bring this with me. Ugh. There you go. This is my original 40-year-old ZX Spectrum. With the rubber keys, which all still, look, there's no worn out keys. The amount of times I played with this, absolutely crazy. And to think, this has only got 48k of RAM. This is barely an eighth of a photo running on the memory there. But that is my ZX Spectrum from back in the day. Love my ZX Spectrum. And I'm still playing some of the games now on emulators. So, you know, it holds up the test of time. I wish we had a good fish and chips place around here. Really, Roy? Don't you have that in America? I don't suppose you would you? Do you have fish and chips? Well, it's not chips. What do you call chips? You can't have fish and fries. Fries are like the little thin things. What do you call chips in America? Potato, you know, the big chunky ones, not fries. What do you call them in America? I haven't got a clue. We call them chips, but chips is what your crisps are. I'm confused. Speaking of old games, I bought an old my old NES. I never had an NES. I had an N64. That was the first Nintendo I owned. Oh, tell a lie, I've got the Game Boy down there. So I've got a Game Boy as well. But console-wise, N64 was the first one. I never had a SNES either. I did see the pictures I sent you. Thank you for those, Ramon. You're making me jealous of some of the stuff you got, though, definitely. Talking of curry, I made a duck curry today. Oh, I bet that was nice. You're going to put a form on Partwork upgrade site for those interested in being in the draw for the pizza next week. Oh, that could be fun, Ian. That'd be excellent. Wayne is living in the past where sailors got their daily ration of rum. Yeah, definitely. I was reading an article that says rum's supposed to be good for me. How cool is that? You booked your room for Wonderfest 2025. I had booked mine booked about 2 weeks after as soon as they went on sale. July was it? I booked it then. It's going to be a great time though, Steve. I really enjoyed it last year. Big time. Is the ISA coming up the retro room? I think it's more of a case that it's probably going to have to. Because it could really be 80s, wasn't it? Because it was around during the 80s. It could probably go up here. Was it around? When did the ISS get created? You've made me question now. When did it go up? No, 1998 it went up. God. No, it's the wrong era. Okay, this is an 80s and 90s room. I can get away with it then. 1998. It can't have been 1998. Surely not. When was the first ISS module built? 1998. It's been underway since the early 1990s, but it was launched Proton rocket on 1998. That is crazy. God, I don't know where time's gone. That seems like an age ago to me. Thinking about it, 1999 Fight Club came out. A year later, Fight Club came out. Crazy. You received the Falcon 3D parts from DHL about 2 weeks ago. I heard Hobbit and Lord of the Rings on audiobook. I've got so many versions of Lord of the Rings on audiobook now. I've got the Andy Serkis one. I've got 2 versions on Audible. I've got the tapes. I've got God knows how many versions of the book. Your next lot of work for the Ford Falcon comes tomorrow, Wayne. Issues 11, 12, 13 and 14. Not a lot to do in it, Jason. You'll have it done really quick. I'm hoping there'll be a lot more to do coming up in the next ones, hopefully. The blue and green looks nice together. Now I can probably fix that. Look, watch this. Ready? Watch this fix. Ha! There you go. I think I've got a loose bulb which is affecting something, but it's blue now. So, but you're right, it is a nice mix. Where did you get the white units from? So these white units here are from Amazon. Would you like the link? So these units here are Amazon. The one at the back is Amazon as well, I think. But if it's just these ones, just so you know, the one at the back doesn't light up. I've added my own lights to that. But these ones here, they are available through Amazon. And if I give you a link, stand by. I've got to find my Amazon orders. Here we go. So here's the link to those. Now, I think they're only $29.99, but they do charge like £25 postage, so they're roughly about £50, just so you know. Did you get a chance to see the original Transformers animated movie, 86 in the cinema? I saw it. I didn't get to see it in the cinema. I have seen it before, though. I did get to see Transformers 1 It was okay. It was all right. It didn't blow my socks off, that's for sure. Yeah, rivers can be a bit hair-raising. I figured they probably would be. If they're choppy rivers and you're going upstream, you have to open the taps on the engine to get anywhere. Yeah, I bet. And just had an email that your box number 7 issues 23, 24, 25, and 26 for the Robocop build comes. You bought a bottle of metallic blue to my 1/8 scale model. Is that what colour? What you're painting, Mapuck? She'll make thousands of selling your models, yeah. If I go, you know what, I'm severely behind on chat tonight. I apologise for that. There's no way on Restream for me to check how many messages I've got left to go. But I will try and get down to the end. Ditch the telly and put a circular window in. Well, there is a window behind that telly, you know. It's not circular though. Well, so I can have like a hobbit room. You got 2 Commodore 64s in the loft with a brick, with the brick of a floppy disk. That's cool. Well, the things I want, if anyone's got any retro stuff like 80s and stuff they don't want anymore, please feel free to send it to me. Things I'm after, which are on my wish list. As I said, I've just got one of the ones I was after, which was a Voda Zap pager. I've actually got 2 because I wanted to make sure I won the bid on eBay. I've got 2 of them now. I am after a BBC Micro B, definitely. I am after a Commodore 64 as well. These are all the computers I had when I was younger. Perhaps a Sinclair C5. I don't know where I'd put it, but yeah, these are the sort of things that I've got my eye open for. French fries come in all sizes. Really? French fries here are thin chips. You can't call a normal chip a French fry. That's just wrong. And chips are called Jojo's in the US. Okay, steak fries are what you're thinking. Steak fries. That sounds better. Steak fries, yeah. Gotta have some steak fries. Welcome to Amityville. Yeah, right. That freaks me out, that house, John. And you know, that's the only film that really scared me as a kid, and now just seeing that house freaks me out as I get older. We have reached that time of night where it's time to go, and I am aware that I have missed out quite a bit of chat at the end. I apologise for that. I normally get on top of things, but I need to fix that as well when I do the stream next week. I've learnt a lot tonight on Restream though, but it does seem to have worked. I can show the slides for the quiz on this program as well. There's one other thing I just want to check before anyone goes. I want to know, can you hear music? Ready? I'm hoping you can hear music. Because if you can, that means that my music questions will work. So I'll wait to see chat to see if you can hear music. If you can, that will be the end of the stream. So yes, but very low. Ah, right, okay, wait 1 second. I'm going to do one more thing then. That's very low music. Right, hang on, let's do it again. That's as loud as I can get it, that's the problem. Okay, but yeah, as long as you can hear it, that's cool. That's cool. So hopefully we can, we will be able to do those 10 questions. Perfect. Okay, thank you for that. Take care, everyone. Looking forward to next week. It's going to be an absolute blast. So make sure that you've set the notification up. It's already on my channel that you should be able to see. There's going to be a live stream next week, but I will put that on social media as well. Other than that, though, take care. Don't know if I need to pause because I'm using Restream, but we're going to find that out together, aren't we? So anyway, see you later. Take care.